Hello and welcome to our fourth session, and in this session we are going to explore how to customize our user interface. Now coming back to Blender, this was our old file, so I will start with a new file. If I will go to file, new, and I will choose a general file, I click don't save, I need not save it, so I am starting with a new file. And in this case now when I am starting here, see here in our previous session we saw that we have different workspace like layout, sculpting, UV editing. So now I want to create my own custom interface. So for that, first I will come back to layout here, and you can see here I want a file browser here. Then see on the top left corner, if you click here, for every panel this button will be there, and when I click on this you can see that there are around 23 shelves or 23 panels available in Blender, and they are grouped into general, animation, scripting and data. In general you have around 9 panels, in animation you have 5 panels, scripting 3 panels and data you have 6 panels. So if for example here if I select file browser, now see what happens is this entire area changed into file browser now. And then I can come over here and I can now select, instead of this I can select here, come and select image editor. So this area became an image editor now. Similarly now I will come over here and I am going to select this as the outliner. See, this became the outliner. I will bring the mouse in between here, you can see this icon, and now if I drag it, this becomes bigger, and in place of timeline I can change it to 3D viewport. So like this I can rearrange my panel in any different way. Now actually when I am using, as of now you are seeing that only 4 swappable panels, means every panel is swappable by clicking on this icon. However, say for example I doesn't want just 4 panels, I want an additional panel. Say for example here I will change this back to timeline editor, make it small, and I am going to change this to 3D viewport, or I will press N to close this menu. T opens or closes the left panel, see, and N opens or closes the right panel. I want not just 4 panel, I want one new panel here in between. Then what I can do is, see, bring the mouse in between here like this, right click, and you have one option here, vertical split, horizontal split, join areas and swap areas. 4 options we have. So right now I will select vertical split, and when I select vertical split you are going to see a line. I will bring it somewhere over here and click it. To explain you, I will select this cube, press X and delete it. I will go to add mesh and I am going to add a monkey. Say for example in the left view I will come to view, viewport, and I will select the front view. So here I am seeing this monkey in the front view, and I will come here view, viewport, and I will see this from the right view. See, at a time I can see an object in 2 different views. So now instead of 4 panels we are having 5 panels. So like this I can customize it. So similarly now I will bring the mouse here in between. I will right click and choose horizontal split, and I am going to move it like this and drop it. So now I have another new panel here, and in this panel I will come to view, viewpoint, and I am going to select the camera view. So here I have the camera view. Now similarly I will come here, click here, right click, choose horizontal split and move it to the top, and in this case I will come to view, viewport, and I am going to now select the top view. Okay, so I have one top view, right view, front view and the camera view. After you create layout like this, now the next thing is, if I want to go back. Say for example, I doesn't want these two panels. I have to join those two panels, means I can bring the mouse in between these two panels, right click and now choose join areas. So when I select join areas, now what happens is it is asking whether you want to join this and this or this and this. So I will move down, and when I click it, see these two joined together and became one panel. So similarly here I will come, right click and choose join areas, and I move up like this. So this became one single panel. And I can even select this, right click and choose join areas and move to right like this. I now almost have the same panel which was present at the initial stage. Okay, only thing is here instead of image editor, I have to put outliner. So this was my original layout. I will select this layout. You have one plus icon here. So if you click on plus icon, you have, in general, you have so many layouts. In 2D animation, you have this, scripting you have, VFX you have, video editing you have, and right now I will click on duplicate current, and when I click on duplicate current, I got a new layout here. I will double click it and I am going to call this as 3ds Max layout. I will have 4 views in 4 different angles. So for that, now instead of coming here, right clicking and creating the panel, there is one more option available. See, bring your mouse to the right corner here, and when it turns into a hairliner like this, drag, and you can now see a new panel is created. And similarly here, you click here and drag, a new panel is created. And similarly, if I click here and if I drag, see a new panel. I will set this viewport to front, and I will set this viewport to top. I will set this viewport to camera, and I will set this viewport to right. See, I will choose different viewports. So this is similar to 3ds Max view now. I want top to be here and front to be here, means bring in between here, right click here and choose the option swap areas. So when I select swap areas, see the two areas got swapped. I want to combine outliner and this into one single, means the other option is I can click here, I can bring the mouse to left corner over here and just drag it to the up and leave it. See, both became one single panel. Now again, if I want to create a new panel, I will come to the top, drag it down and come over here, and I am going to select here outliner. I want this to be saved. See, right now if I quit Blender and if I launch next time, this layout will be lost. So what I have to do is, if I want to retain this layout, I have to go to file, I have to go to default and click on save startup file, and in this click on overwrite. And then if I now close this and if I double click on Blender and launch it again, you can see this 3ds Max layout will be still visible. Now if I want to retain my old setting, then I go to file, choose default and choose load factory setting and click on load, and now you can see I got back my original layout, and now the 3ds Max layout that I had created have been lost. And now remember, there is also a keyboard shortcut to very quickly change the panels. See, I hold it here, bring the mouse here and shift plus F1, you can see you are seeing the file browser. F1 again, you are seeing the asset browser. Then shift plus F2 will show you image editor. Shift plus F3 will toggles between compositor and shader editor. Shift plus F4 you have the script console. Script plus Fy you have the default navigator. Shift F6 will toggle between graph editor and driver. Then Shift F7 will give you, Shift F7 will show you the properties, and Shift F8 will show you the sequencer. Shift F9 will show you the outliner, and Shift F10 will show you the image editor. Then Shift F11 will show you, Shift F12 will toggle between dope sheet and timeline. And again, if I press Shift F5, I will come back to the navigator. So remember these keyboard shortcuts. So with this, we are going to conclude our fourth session, and in our next session we are going to deal in detail about the 3D navigator.